Hello, my name is Edin Janet Edilet. Here are the similarities between bacteria and virus in terms of virulency, presence of nucleus, and type of organisms. So for the first similarities, both are virulent, which means both has the ability to infect or to damage a host by causing diseases. This can be determined by the valence factors. Valence factors is the structures of a microorganisms that helps in the establishment of the diseases or infections. During the infections, the valence factors will fight with the defense mechanisms on the host cells. If the valence factors overcomes the defense mechanisms, hence the infections is established and the host cells will be damaged. Second similarities, both do not have nucleus, but both has nucleic acids such as DNA and RNA. This DNA and RNA can be in structures of singular or double-stranded. Functions of nucleic acids are to store and carry genetic materials. Lastly, both are microscopic organisms, which means both are very small to be seen with the naked eye and needs microscope to observe it. Examples of microscopes are light microscopes for the bacteria and electron microscope for the virus.
Hello, my name is Marilyn Jane Thomas. Despite of similarities of bacteria and virus, there are also differences between them in terms of size, reproductions, and structural. Firstly, in size, viruses are tinier than bacteria. In fact, the largest virus is smaller than the smallest bacteria, which is 1/10 of the smallest bacteria. For viruses, they generally range in size from 20 to 400 nanometer. Meanwhile, bacteria is 200 to 1000 nanometer. Secondly, in reproductions, bacteria reproduce asexually by a process of binary fission, where single cells replicates and divides into two identical cells. Unlike bacteria, viruses are parasitic, which can only reproduce or replicate with the aid of host cell in two ways, which is lytic cycle or lysogenic cycle. Basically, lytic cycle is a rapid process where the virus will destroy a host cell which undergoes lysis. Meanwhile, lysogenic cycle is a process where the virus will insert their genome in a host genome and make multiple copies of it. Thirdly, in structure. For bacteria, DNA and RNA floating freely in a cytoplasm. In contrast, in virus, DNA or RNA are inserted in the coat of protein, which can be called as capsid.
Hi, my name is Alessandra Marie Lajay. So now I would be talking about the characteristics of virus that can also be found in the coronavirus. The first characteristic would be that the coronavirus also contains RNA. RNA is a single-stranded genetic material that acts as a molecular message, enabling the production of other elements for the virus. The second characteristic that any other virus has that is similar in the coronavirus is a viral envelope. A viral envelope is a waxy barrier containing fat molecules that protects the virus outside of the host cell, and at the same time anchors structures needed to infect a cell. The third characteristic would be that the coronavirus has spike proteins. This gives the virus a crown-like appearance, and at the same time it acts as a hook to latch onto host cells. As we can see from the example here, it is a hepatitis B virus and a coronavirus side by side. Both of these viruses have spike proteins.
That's all from us. Thank you.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.